Well, I'm gonna go pay my fucking license fee tomorrow. I'll bring you over a beer in the morning. You'll be up early.
Uh, who knows, man? I'm completely off schedule now. I have no idea whether I'm going to be asleep or awake.
Yeah, if I can catch you, I'll catch you. I probably won't go there until about I don't know. Depends on how I feel in the morning. Did he order something?
I have no idea what it is.
Hey, what's that? Hello. For what?
Oh, down that way.
Yeah, this is 418.
On this side, just a little bit further down.
Gracias. That's what you're saying right there. All right, brother. I'm gonna head out of here.
All
Are
right,
you doing a live stream, really?
Yes. I'm streaming right now.
You know, could you use a speaker that would fucking make everything better?
Yes. I'm just not set up for it.
I have something for
I'm
you.
being outside, so I don't make too much noise.
I have something for you. I bring it by tomorrow.
Okay.
I think you'll
Move
like
along, dude.
It's a Wi-Fi speaker.
Where the hell did he go?
All right, we'll see you, Brian. See you, Brian.
Yeah. Steve.
Yeah.
I am live streaming as we speak. Would you like to hang out and participate?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, y'all. Yeah. Enjoy the music, and I will be right back. All righty now. Yes, here we are. All righty, y'all. So, greetings, seekers after enlightenment. Yes, it is the Irish fella. And I know I don't have my A game here. I've got crappy music, if you can hear it at all, coming from another beat up phone. But I felt it was necessary for me to resume my practice of my Monday evening live stream. And I have a topic, which is, of course, in the title, re-examine your life. Greetings, sweet Padre. Long time no see, brother. Oh, damn, son. I'm honored that you're here, sir. Now, I'm here to talk about re-examining your life and specifically personal issues. And as you can see, I've already dropped the link. If anybody wants to come on the panel and chop it up, they are more than welcome to do so. So I'm here to show you by word and deed that the best view comes after the hardest climb. And you know, to truly grow, you must face what you fear. You must confront those issues that induce trauma. If not, that negative energy will consume you from the inside. Take it from one who knows. Now, where should we start? Greetings, Cobra. Now, Cobra, if, if, if you're nice, oh, damn. Oh, I forgot. That's not me. Oh, I'm sorry, Cobra. I was going to give you a wrench, but my YouTube deal uh, is with my other channel. So let us continue to march here. Now, think about your employment. Do you love your job? Do you even like your job? Or are you just on the grind because you think you can't get anything better? Well, why not? Why aren't you pushing yourself? Why aren't you striving to reach a little further than you can grasp? Your your reach is always going to exceed your grasp, but you got to keep pushing, man. And even if you're on the grind, does it pay you enough so that you can do what you really want to? Yeah. And that's a reminder. Money is a means to an end. It is not an end in itself. And that's something that a lot of people lose track of. Feeling healthy, Ah, oh, damn it. Oh, it was a commercial. But
On your live stream?
yeah, well, I'm not set up because I can't find my I I can't find a cord to get to my uh archive drive that has all my music on. So I got to fake it. My job is finding Supernatural and exposing the truth? Here we go. There we
Oh my
go.
God, son. That's so relaxing. Oh, mhm.
Now, uh, we were talking about employment. Would you rather be doing something else? Yeah. Now, I need to remind y'all, the current economy is unstable. So if you do have a job, keep it, man. But there are people all over crying out for workers. So you can do a part-time job on the side, or a side hustle. But you got to remember to be passionate about what you do. Yeah, that's one of the secrets, man. Some career guides say that you should take a job doing something that you love, and others will give you the same advice and say, be careful because if you get burned out, well, now there's a job you don't want to do, and there's a fun activity you don't want to do anymore neither. But that's a matter of personal preference. Thank you, sweet Padre. All right, all right, Cobra. Now, now that I've got you thinking hard about what you're doing to stack your cash, I'm gonna swerve it just a little and have you focus on goals. What do you want to happen in your life next week? How about next year? How about in 5 years? You need to know for certain what you want. And you have to remember that your time is a rapidly diminishing non-renewable resource. Now, remember, when new information shows up, your goals are going to change. But if you stay focused, so you're using your time efficiently, you can continue to march boldly towards your destiny. And while we're on that subject, how are you spending your time? Now, I've been there, done that. It is so easy to slide into hillbilly time. And literally, it's like, yeah, can't fix that hole in the roof because it's raining. And it's not raining, so there's no leak. Yeah, and more than once, I've ended up having to be outside in the rain, putting a tarp up over the roof of my RV because the water was getting in due to a storm. Now, now, of course, it's like the man said back in the day: all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. dog-headed man that killed Alexander the Great? Really now? Wow. Now that's a data point I haven't heard before. Now, where was I? Oh yes. Now, it is necessary for you to sort of disengage adult mode and have fun, just like you used to when you were a kid. And it's so unfortunate that we can't remember that time in our lives when literally all we did was play, eat, and take a shit. You know, just pure utopian fun, and we can't remember it for nothing. What a shame, huh? But I found out myself. It's that ability to disengage the adult mode and engage your childlike sense of wonder, which is still within you. It's just suppressed. It's one of the things that keeps you young and helps you to maintain a positive attitude. And one thing that does help is if you develop habits that bring you closer to your goals. Like exercise is a big one. Now, I've exercised sporadically all my life with all kinds of different techniques, man. Everything from weightlifting to biometrics to martial arts. And because I and also yoga. And that's because I know it's necessary for you to maintain balance in your life. And sometimes your subconscious may be putting up resistance to you uh, doing what you need to do to survive, thrive, and prosper. And although you should not be so obsessive on your goals that you sacrifice your family, friends, or health, sometimes no one's going to take care of business for you but you. And it is not being selfish to ensure your own personal survival. I know a lot of the haters, they're upset at anyone who is an advocate for red pill philosophy because if you get raw and real, it is a philosophy of being selfish. Now, red pill philosophy emphasizes that you have to get your own shit together, but it sure as hell doesn't say that you can't help other people later. But you got to make sure you got your shit on fleek first. Yeah. Alrighty, now I'm gonna take a little break here, and hopefully you can hear the music, and I will be right back. Alrighty now. I am back. So it's a it's really unfortunate that modern culture does not encourage you to do things like this. To actually take a hard look at your current situation and see what you can do to change things. And well, what the hell? I got a few more. Um, I haven't condensed it from the source material, but what the hell? I'm gonna throw it out here anyway. Now, now let's let's take a dip into religion. Now, religion, of course, is a sensitive subject. There we go. Now, I'm certainly not saying that you should just drop whatever source of religious faith you have working for you. Oh, hell no. I've said repeatedly in my expositions that if you have a spiritual path that works for you, oh, certainly continue on that. I've already said I'm not a cult leader, baby. Uh, that's too much work. No, hell no. I'm just presenting myself as a humble seeker after truth, baby. That's all. Now, uh, really, there's nothing wrong with you taking a dispassionate, rational look of the basis of your faith and comparing it to others. Now, me, during my life, yeah, I was several flavors of Southern Baptist. I dabbled in being a Catholic, and I jumped off the deep end of being a Mormon. But with every one of these institutions, I eventually discovered more questions than answers. And that's why now I'm just sort of out in limbo. I'm sort of leaning towards being a Hebrew Israelite. I'm starting to do more of their practices, but I'm not fully committed. And uh, at least if you at least take a little overview of all the major religions, you can see, and I've certainly seen in my life and in my research, there are so many events and principles that are identical. They just use different words. Yeah, I mean, as you age, your view of the world changes a lot. So there's nothing wrong with you taking a step back and re-examining the basis for your faith or or lack thereof. Yeah, and this is not advocating any set of religious principles over any other. All have their merits. You just have to decide of what fits in with your worldview, and it's something that you shouldn't change without careful consideration. Let's see here. All right. Now here's one. Some people may not think about, and some people think about too much. Physical appearance. Now, it's even easier than asking you if you like your job, because all you have to do is look in the mirror. Do you like what you see? You like your hair, your skin, the way you dress? You like the way you look in those clothes? Yeah. Now, what's the matter? Do you have bad skin? Well, maybe you should buy special soap and scrub your face. And if you're a lady, don't put on so much makeup. That clogs your pores. They have yellow teeth. You can get whitening procedures done at the dentist. What? What if you're still rocking a mullet? Oh, come on now. Of course, places like Great Clips, they don't really know how to cut black people's hair, so I just do my own. But hairstyling is a skill. Yeah, you can find somebody who'll give you a good cut that'll make you look better and more up to date. And now, are you like dumpy, flabby? Well, why the hell aren't you going to the gym? Or you don't even need to go to the gym. Just get up at 4 o'clock when the roommates aren't awake and throw that DVD in the player and do your exercise routine before they even wake up. Yeah. Uh, uh. And as a part of worrying about your physical appearance, you also have to consider what you're eating. Excuse me, folks. I'll be right back. All righty, y'all, I'm back. Damn. Huh, huh. So, let's see. I was talking about appearance. Yes. If you don't like the way you look, you can change that. You can change that. That it does take time and effort, but you can. Yeah. Now you got to remember, man. Fast food, stuff you cook in the microwave, and eating too late at night, they all take their toll on you. Uh, and now I'm especially conscious of this because now post surgery I've got to eat almost constantly. I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say the majority of my day is spent either cooking, eating, or thinking about what I'm going to eat next. Yeah, but you can change little things in your diet to make a big difference, like eating whole wheat or multigrain bread. If you're eating Wonder Bread, what the fuck for? That is the bakery equivalent of marshmallow fluff. It's nothing but phlogiston made into a loaf. It has no nutritional value except for the chemicals they add into it. And you got to remember to drink lots of water. I don't do this near enough, but now if I drink soda or juice, I know I'm doing it to get the especially like orange juice to get the vitamins and the calories and a little bit of fiber. But you can drink all kinds of liquids, milk, juice, Gatorade, but you still need to drink water. Yes, and you have to be careful when you're shopping because high fructose corn syrup isn't everything, and that is a sugar byproduct that just adds unnecessary calories. And I've gotten to the point where if I'm hungry for a snack, sometimes I'll grab the chips, but other times I'll eat grapes or an orange, which is much better for you. Yeah, man. Yeah, stay away from the candy. Now, now, additives can be an issue. It's like barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is high in calories because it's basically ketchup, brown sugar, and spices. Yeah, so you don't want to eat too much. No, there are and mayonnaise. That's like eggs. I believe mayonnaise is made from eggs, and it's got a high fat content. So you can use a little for flavor, but not too much, man. Now, sometimes you need a little bit stuff like a little ketchup, uh, sugar, salt, sour cream on your baked potato. Yeah, you need a little bit for flavor, but just put a little bit. You don't need to drown it in these additives that add calories and nothing else. Now, if you're diabetic, yeah, you already know this part. You need to stay away from pasta, bread, and rice. Now, uh, uh, with a normal, healthy person, these are long-term energy sources. Uh, so you can eat them with that in mind. But if you eat too much of them, they will cause your internal uh, glucose reading to spike, almost as bad as if you're eating a candy bar. So you got to be careful. And I got one more to share with you. How about your sleep schedule? And this one is actually very appropriate for me because I've kind of given up the idea of being on a schedule altogether. I mean, just today, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, and I was on a live stream with a very nice lady named Sheila E. I can't remember who recommended her channel to me, but I showed up there and I had a great time. And I gotta admit, it's one of the few times that I made an initial impression that wasn't bad. But now, I have a theory, and oh, this isn't really a scientific poll, but when I think about it, I ask people if they know what time they woke up, what time they were born, and it seems that the time that you were born, that's when your circadian clock is set. Now, me, I found out I was born at 11:18 a.m. and I was surprised when I had a chance to work second shift at Motive Power, and that was 1:30 to midnight. And it was surprising to me how easily I adapted to that schedule. And it has its advantages. If you get off at midnight, all the stores are closed, and you don't need to be going to the bar, wasting your money there. So you just go home. So I spent many a time after work at IHOP or McDonald's, typing away, working on my latest story, and going to sleep maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. Now, one thing that always happens is I, when the sun comes up, I wake up, and sometimes I can't get back to sleep. But it's like the last couple days, uh, I went, I embraced being off schedule, and I just slept when I felt like it. Woke up, did some work, whatever, go back to sleep. Didn't matter what time it was. But you have to figure out when you are at your optimum, and work around that. There are some people, they're the real bubbly morning person type. Yeah, you can wake them up at 3 o'clock every morning. They won't give a fuck. But I hated having to get up that early. I mean, I was used to doing a 10-hour shift, but in the union, your job didn't start until 7. At Motive Power, they started at 5 a.m. And at one point, I was living so far away, I had to get up at 3 o'clock. and then drive for almost an hour just to get to work. It was like a 35-mile commute each way. And and I did one thing I did learn though was judicious use of the snooze button on the alarm clock or your phone, because you know how it is, man. The alarm goes off and it's like, oh shit, man, I don't really want to do this, but you just hit snooze. Greetings, Americas. Yeah, I'm hanging out here in the back alley because I got a couple of community guideline strikes on my main channel. That's right. You keep hitting the snooze, and every time the alarm goes off again, it reminds you, "Yo, dumbass, you got shit to do. Yeah, keep it moving." Yeah. So, for quite a while, I had a highly developed internal time sense. I could literally, when I was going to sleep the night before, tell myself I'm going to wake up at such and such a time, and assuming that I had not had too much tequila the night before, I would wake up pretty close to that time. But now we have technology to help us. Yeah, I mean, I know it's so tempting to roll over, and you can do that a time or two. But you should be working on trying to get your shit together. Well, I, I'm not the bearer of bad tidings, Americas. Unless you consider the truth to be bad. Yeah, yeah. Now remember, if you hit the snooze, you're not really gonna get any more quality sleep because your REM sleep uh, is on like a 90-minute cycle. And if your snooze is only for 10 minutes, nah, you might pass out, but you're not gonna really get the, the the theta waves generated that you need to have quality sleep. And REM sleep is when you dream, and your brain it is actively processing the previous day's memories. You don't always remember your dreams, but you do dream every night. Yes, you do. And of course, when you go off schedule, sometimes it's hard to figure out when you should be sleeping or awake. But I just go to sleep when I feel tired. That's all. And sometimes I'll just lay in bed and watch movies, uh, or or uh, or lay there and play stuff off YouTube. And if I fall asleep, I do. If I don't, I don't. I've spent more than one night tossing and turning, being upset because I couldn't get to sleep until I realized, well, hell, it don't matter. Yeah, I've had more than one white knight, and I've learned just to be as physically inactive as possible. It's not an easy thing to do, but you can do it. Oh man, it is chilly out here. All right, now I'm gonna slip away and I'm gonna put on some more clothes so that I shall return momentarily.
To your first place. How do you get to the top? When you see something you want, just keep on climbing. Don't let anything stand in your way. Yours, Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Most people don't dive right into misusing drugs and alcohol. First, they test the waters, try it once or twice. They figure, no problem. But as they get pulled in further, they start losing control. Before you go any deeper, call the confidential Idaho Care Line at 211 or text 898-211. When you're ready, we can help pull you out.
Oh, shut up. Sorry about that. Alrighty, now we're back. Uh, now, one thing I need to emphasize is this is not me jumping out and telling y'all you're as fucked up as a football bat. Get your head out of your ass and get your shit together. I'm not picking on nobody. All I say is that this is something that everybody should do. Yeah, I mean, you have no idea what the future is gonna bring. But if you have your own plans for some project, and it don't even matter what it is, you have no excuse to not have as much as your shit wired tight as you can. Remember, like I said before, tools, parts, and information. You can never be perfectly prepared for what's happening, but you can certainly try to the best of your ability. And that's why you have to take that step back. You have to dispassionately look at your current situation and decide, are you happy or can you do better? Yeah, you got to remember that growth never happens when you're hanging out in your comfort zone. You have to push yourself. You have to confront those situations that you may not want to. It's necessary because that's extra weight that you're carrying in your backpack that you don't have to. I know having to deal with the world and this jacked up modern culture, there's a lot of shit that I don't like, and I cope by pretty much withdrawing as much as possible, and it don't bother me to do so because I examined the situation and made a choice to act, and that's what you need to do. Don't settle for a participation trophy. You may not be first, but if you're if you're in the Olympics at all, you're a bad motherfucker. But it's even better if you're standing on the podium and and, and you're being publicly recognized as the best in the world at whatever you are doing. And yes, there's a little bit of ego gratification, but it shouldn't be the whole focus on why you're doing this wait what examination. You have to decide what is important. And because no one can live your life for you but you're the one that has to decide what's worth spending your time on. What people are worth hanging around with you. Yeah, like I said before, are you hanging around people that lift you up, that believe in what you're doing, that are giving you praise and encouragement when you do something good, and especially if people see you're on a path of renewal or realignment, you might say. Yeah, and if they see you're doing this and that your ultimate goal is something worthwhile, of course they're gonna support you. And if they're not supporting you, then why are you hanging out with them? Yeah. All right, folks. Ah, so I've just about made it to an hour, so I'm gonna wander away in a hot minute here. But remember, folks, if you decide that you need to do a hardcore evaluation on the way your life is, and trying to decide whether you need to make a change, you do that, man. You everyone has to every now and then to make sure they're on a decent path. Well, thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, now remember, your friends, if they're really your friends, uh, that they will understand where you're coming from. And if you come to them and say, uh, I'm experiencing a wait what moment, and I'm trying to decide what's worthwhile, your friends should be giving you quality feedback. And of course, there's always going to be haters around. There's going to be people who do not like the path you're on because they don't have the capability to follow you. Or they could be saying, uh, that they may be completely misunderstanding what you're doing. And they're going to tell you, you're fucked up because the path you're on doesn't make sense. Look, it may not make sense to them, but your path is for you. No one else can walk your path for you. So don't worry about the haters, baby. You you only have one entity to worry about, and that is Yeshua. Yeah, if you're walking a righteous path, people are gonna know it, and Yeshua is gonna know it, and you will be blessed. So y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with me for a hot minute. And until the next time, I still say, when one teaches, two learn.